In this video, I'm going to show you how to auto-deploy your Laravel application on a Hostinger from GitHub. We are going to follow the CI/CD workflow process here. And so I have a Laravel application. So I have a Laravel 12 application that I have installed on Docker. So if you also need to see this, how I create a PHP server and install the Laravel applications, you can go to my previous tutorials and watch it. Okay, I have started my Docker and you can see my PHP server here. I'm going to stop this containers over here. Okay, and I'm going to start my PHP container. So I'm going to start this container over here. And now if I go to localhost, I can show you on my localhost 8000, localhost 8000. And if I go to example 3 here, and you will be able to see my Laravel project that is installed. So it will take some time and load. You can see that my application is loaded and you can see the URL which is there, that is localhost example 3. And so this application works fine on my local machine on the Docker desktop. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this project on the Hostinger using GitHub and CI/CD workflow process. So let's get started. And before everything, what we are going to do is we are going to create a subdomain. So we are going to create a subdomain here. So I'm going to my main domain. That is, this is my main domain over here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is at the right hand side, you can see the domain section and there is a subdomain section. And here I'm going to say CICD Laravel app, CICD Laravel app. So I'll name this. I want a custom folder that is CICD Laravel. So let's create a folder in this. I'm going to say create. And now if I scroll down and make this 25 here, you can see the domains here. So a folder has been created in the public underscore HTML file for a directory. So so this folder will be already there. So if I go ahead and go in my overview here, and if I open the file manager here, okay, I'll open this in the new tab. So okay, I can't open this in the new tab. I just clicked on that and it is redirecting me to the file manager. So I will just show you the folder where it is created and where a Laravel application will be auto deployed. So here if you go, now if you come down, okay, and this is in public underscore HTML and then we see CI/CD. So we'll have some folder called as CI/CD. So if I go back, there should be a folder called as CI/CD Laravel. Okay, so the folder is created here, and there is default.php which is added by Hostinger. Okay, so now next step, what we need to do is we go to a panel here and we go to let's create a GitHub repository first, and then we can set up the CI/CD. So let's open the GitHub, and I'm going to create a new repository. Okay, so I'm going to create a new repository here. So new repository, And this will be my CI/CD Laravel app. Okay, CI/CD Laravel app. So deployment of Laravel application. Okay, I'm going to create this. Okay, next what we are going to do is I'm going to create a repository. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to initialize this repository. So let me go to the folder. So I go to the htdocs. Then I go where my applications are installed. Uh, so I go to my folder called as PHP server here, and you can see that the applications are installed. Okay, so if you want to see this video of PHP server setup, then you can go through my other tutorials. So here now what we are going to do is we are going to initialize Git. So I'm going to open Git bash here, and I'm going to say Git init. Okay. Now I'm going to pass this URL that we have created on the GitHub. So I'm going to have say enter. Now you can see that it has been initialized. Now let us create one token. So if I go here into my developer settings, okay, on the GitHub, we need to create a token so we can push the Laravel application on the GitHub. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the developer settings here. Okay, I'm going to personal access tokens. Okay, classic token here, and I'm going to create a new token. I generate new classic token. I have to put my password here. Okay, now my token name will be CICD Laravel app token. Okay, I'm going to give it some scopes. So I'm going to select some scopes over here. Okay, and I'm going to create this token now. So I'm going to generate it. Okay, I'm going to copy this token. I'm just going to store it at some place. So let's store it here just below this. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to push it to the GitHub first. Okay, git add dot. Okay, git status. Okay, we are in the wrong directory. So we need to, it's here. Okay, so I opened the wrong one. So sorry for that. And we are going to use this. So git add dot. So we are going to, so if we say git status now, you can see all of this I added. Now git commit dash m initial commit and git push origin master. So in my case, it's going to ask me this username and password. In your case, you must have already set up the config. So my username and my password will be the one of the token that I generated. And you can see that my project is pushed. So now after this, let us set up Git access in hosting. Okay, so we can see that the project now will be uploaded to the Git. So if I go to my repositories, you will be able to see my repositories if I go. Okay, let's go to repositories from here. Okay, and you can see that the Laravel application has been uploaded to the Git. Okay, so now let's start with the CI/CD pipeline in the Hostinger. So what we need to do now is I will copy this. I will copy this URL here. So we need to copy this URL. Now go to hosting panel. Then we go to the advanced settings, and here we go to Git. Okay, and you can see that you can have to generate a new key because I already generated a key. I'm having this key. So you need to copy this key. Okay. First we copy the thing from the GitHub. So we copy this clone URL. And then what we do is we go to the Git section on the Hostinger panel in the advanced settings. Here we put the repository URL. So it is given over here if you can see. This is my repository URL. Branch is master. And my app directory is this. So CI/CD Laravel. Okay, this is my directory that is under public HTML. So I want it to be installed on subdomain, hence I'm putting it. Or else you can leave this blank and this will upload your project to your main domain, that is your root directory. Okay, if I say create now, so this would take time to add up. Okay, let's see. You can see that it has been added over here. Okay, and so this is added. Now what we need to do, we need to copy this key over here and we need to go to our GitHub. Now we need to go to the settings and we need to go to the, okay, we need to go to the settings of here, developer settings over here. Under my profile, you need to go to this settings, the profile settings, and you need to go to SSH and GPG keys and you need to create a new key. So I've already added this key. Okay, so you create a new key, give a name and put your SSH code over here. So you copy this SSH code from here and you paste it over here. Okay, and give it a title and then add the SSH key. Since in my case it is already added, I'm not going to add it back. Next, what we need to do is, okay, and for auto deployment, what we need to do is we need to say auto deployment. Okay, this will give you the webhook URL. This is the URL you need to copy. Okay, you need to copy this URL. Set up webhook on GitHub. So you need to go to this URL which is mentioned. You put your payload URL here, and your secret is the token that you have put, that you have stored earlier. So this is my token over here which I used. So you need to copy this token and use it over here. Okay. And then you need to add the webhook. So I'm going to add this webhook over here. So add webhook. Okay. The token. So I have not used it. So I didn't press save. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the payload URL from this. Okay, this is the payload URL. So I'm going to get this payload URL over here and I'm going to save this. Okay. So this token is already created now. And you can see that last delivery was successful. So I think the application is already deployed. So let's go ahead and refresh this. So I'm going to reload this page. And you can see a Laravel application has been deployed. Okay, so this is how it works. And if you now, if I go to my subdomain, like if I go into my hosting panel. So I close this, I come home over here. Okay, my website will be listed. And if I go to this, okay, and if I say, so it is on the public. So if I go over here, public underscore, if I put this, okay, it's giving me some error. That is the server error. Okay, you can see that this is running on my hosting a server now. So what I did was I was getting that error because my .env file was not uploaded, so I uploaded that. Okay, and my database SQLite was not uploaded. So again, I uploaded that as well. So the issue got resolved now, and so this works fine, and you can see that my application is now working the on the server, and it is auto deployed. Also, if I make changes now and push to the Git, so it will still work. Okay, so it will be auto deployed. So thanks for watching, guys, and please do comment if you have any queries. Also, if you need the server, hosting a server at the discount rate, then use my URL, which I give you in the description, so you get discount on the hosting platform. Thank you, guys.